touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not for...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Raiders pick it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the...
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but
okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 43-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
I got him. Middle.
Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Tighten up.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Now, Blue 80. Right here, 41 Mike. Danny. 29. Bravo.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
29.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Big hold of the 30. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. And a loose football. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 5 now. Allen, he's got this one complete to Perriman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. On first down, Singletary. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Kareem Martin up to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
51's the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, tight. Here we go. Mike, 50.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Kareem Martin. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
There he goes, left side. A big play that time for the Raiders. 63 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it. Minshew. It's complete to Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and a football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Christian Kirk, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Bills claw one back. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. On the move to his left. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. Minshew, 1st and 10. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He's got the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Finding Knox there, complete. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, 98 yards, and the Bills are in for 6. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill Devontae Adams and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I thought, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On second and a yard, Minshew. The dump-off gets him only one, and now you're looking at a third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Hey, orbit.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Minshew, flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. From behind, and he's going to be driven down. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And this is Shepard on the catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew, and this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point.
Just keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And the Rams have scored again, able to stretch their lead. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal, and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Check. Crouch. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Here we go, D. 49's the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 49, guys.
And they take a knee. And he will not add 2 more to the final score. Doesn't matter. This one's over. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He is an attack coach. Always attack.
So for the Raiders, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest. So I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my best are all. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my best are all. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. All the story was wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, never overstated. Your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on his neck. Let me see, wanna be I'ma leave, I'ma speak, I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Oh, barely my best are all. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my best are all. Everything was better off. Till the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest. So I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my best are all. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my best are all. Everything was better off.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
like go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
In the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space it out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a close
fool?
encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate